Thank you, sir, for nice words. Uh, at the outset, I would like to thank you, Bansi sir, and my group chair, Dr. Jagdisha, Arvind Jagdisha. We always talk about the hyperglycemia, what are the complications of diabetes, how it is, what is the mechanism of action, what is the real pathology behind the hyperglycemia complication. We never talk about the why hyperglycemia is important. So, thanks to organizer for uh, discussing this very important issue. Really, my talk should be the first one so that we can discuss what is the mechanism action of this. So, but there is no delay. One thing is very important. We know if you go by the brain is only for 2% of the body weight, but it requires almost 15% of the cardiac output and 20% of the body's oxygen. And most important thing is going to require 25% of the serum glucose. Whatever we eat, almost one fourth is taken by the brain only, and brain is solely dependent on the glucose because it doesn't have any glycogen excess glycogen storage, so it is has to only rely on the glucose levels. Why if blood sugar is low down, what is the implications? We know, as we discussed with the previous speakers, symptoms. We know the sympathetic system, neuroglycemic system, but if these systems are not at these symptoms are not addressed, means glucose is further going down, then what will happen? It is going to develop, patient is going to develop cognitive changes, difficulties in the memory, trouble with the language, and the bradykinesia. So these are the long-term complications of the hypoglycemia. If there is a hypoglycemia keep on going on. Before discussing pathophysiology, we should know two receptors or the two transporters, glucose transporter. One is GLUT1, one is GLUT3. GLUT1 is basically present on the blood-brain barrier, and GLUT3 is dependent on the neurons. So this is the mechanism how which glucose enters in the neurons. If you are able to see, these are the glucose is here with the help of the GLUT1 is going into the outer phase of cell membrane. Then from transporter protein changes conformation, from glucose enters the cell membrane, and glucose reaches into the cytoplasm by the transporter. So initially it takes by the GLUT1, and ultimately at the end of neurons it is with the help of the GLUT3. So this is the why the glucose enters in the cells. But if there is no glucose, there is a hyperglycemia, then of course there is no glucose, there will be no production of the ATPs. So there will be impaired neural signalings, increased catecholamines will be there. So that's why they are responsible for the sympathetic activations. In EEG, these changes can be seen in the form the formation of delta waves, decreased beta activity will be there. On the chronic effects, persistent neuroinflammation will be in the brain, and there will be the impaired synaptic plasticity. Who are at the more risk of the hypoglycemia? Of course, diabetics, especially type 1, are kids, children's, elderly, and individual patients who are having the metabolic disease like Addison's or the insulinoma. So these are those which are essential for the more chances to develop hypoglycemia. This paper was published in 2022 in Diabetes Care. According to the hypoglycemia impairs cognitive function in people with diabetes or without diabetes. Means patient having diabetes or not having diabetes, all patients are going to develop hypoglycemia if blood sugar is low. And it is also restrictive of the type of diabetes, whether it's a type 1, type 2, Modi, Lada, whatever is the diabetes. And another thing, whether patient is hypoglycemic unawareness status, patient is aware or not unaware. So it is not going to deal with the type of the diabetes, with the hypoglycemic unawareness, what is the age, what is the diabetic status. All patient will have to develop cognitive dysfunction if there is hypoglycemia. There are, of course, there are two types of acute, like hyperglycemic complication. There are acute complication, long-term complication of diabetes. So same with the hypoglycemia. Acute cognitive impairment, impaired attenuation, concentration of the brain, memory deficit may be there, confusion may be there, and mood and behavioral changes if glucose is not corrected. When we talk about the long-term complication impairment, it is more important. Recurrent hypoglycemia impairs neuroplasticity and can damage white matter tracts. And patient recurrent hypoglycemia have almost 2.5 more time to develop risk of the cognitive declines. And it is also seen that the patient with recurrent hypoglycemia have more chances to develop dementia, in that 1.8 times. And important thing, because of this hypoglycemia, patient, of course, quality of life is hampered. Now, what is the mechanism essential for this? Energy deprivation, neurotransmitter imbalance, cortical dysfunction, oxidative stress, blood-brain barrier dysfunction, neuroinflammatory response. Try to discuss one by one. Energy deprivation is already discussed. If glucose is low, then ATP production not there. So we know ATP production is because of the glycolysis and oxidative proliferation. This ATP depletion is responsible for the impairment of the sodium potassium ATP channel, calcium ATP channel, leading to ionic imbalance and neuronal swelling. When we talk neurotransmitter imbalance, hypoglycemia triggers excessively excitatory neurotransmitter in the form of the glutamate and leading to overactivation of NMDA receptors, and this leads to calcium influx, oxidative stress, and neuronal damage. Decreased glucose also impairs GABA synthesis, reducing inhibitory signaling and exacerbating excitotoxicity. So both glutamate is there, GABA is there. Hippocampal is responsible for the memory, and the hippocampus essential for the learning and memory is particularly sensitive to glucose deprivation, leading to impaired synaptic plasticity and memory deficit. White matter damage can be seen. Oxidative stress, like in the hyperglycemia and the diabetes, it is also essential to cause problems or the complication hypoglycemia. Hypoglycemia induced mitochondrial dysfunction, leading to generation of reactive oxygen species, causing damage to all components of the cells, whether it's a protein, DNA, or the bone of the cells. There are also neuroinflammatory responses. Hypoglycemia activates microglia as well as astrocytes, triggering the release of pro-inflammatory cytokines like interleukin beta, TNF alpha, and this inflammatory response is responsible for the exacerbation of the neuronal damage and the cognitive impairment. This is a nutshell of this slide. Now, what is the clinical implications? Severe hypoglycemia in children can lead to long-term deficit in memory, learning, and academics. And so that's why type 1 diabetics require careful glucose monitoring. Recurrent hypoglycemia also going to disrupt long-term potential in the hippocampus, reducing the brain's capacity for the learning and memory. That's why it is very important to manage diabetes, especially in the type 1 kids. Developing brain, as our kids are more prone to glucose fluctuation, making children prone to cognitive impairment. Impaired work-class productivity in adults is also impaired. Older adults are more susceptible due to age-related brain changes, and fear of hypoglycemia can lead to suboptimal glycemic control. If patient develops hypoglycemia 2 or 3 times on the insulin or the OHA, he is hardly ready to accept insulin in the life. वो कभी नहीं लेता, मना कर देता है, साहब इससे बढ़िया तो मेरी शुगर 300 है, I have no problem. But whenever I develop sugar less than 50, 60, 40, जीना बड़ी मुश्किल से बचाता डॉक्टर साहब, बड़ी मुश्किल से बचा. Images can be helpful. MRI, with the help of MRI, we can make the diagnosis of this. Prevention is more important. Frequent glucose monitoring. Now, thanks to our continuous glucose monitoring, we can predict the ongoing of the hypoglycemia, and individualizing glycemic target is very important. ये नहीं कि HbA1c should be less than 6.5, should be less than 7. HbA1c should be individualized, should be customer made, should be tailor made to everyone. If somebody, suppose for my father, he is 76 years old, I always make HbA1c of 7.5 for him, because whenever he develops sugar even blood sugar fasting at the tune of 110, तो always the giddiness चक्कर से हो जाते हैं, पता नहीं तूने कैसी दवाई दी. So I always try to make HbA1c of him 7.5. Education support is very important. Providing education, recognizing, managing hypoglycemia to patient caregivers. अगर आपके पास टाइम नहीं, आई यूज्ड टू टेल माय पेशेंट, अगर आपके पास इंसुलिन डिस्कस करने का टाइम नहीं तो प्लीज डोंट प्रिस्क्राइब देम. मना कर दीजिए कि मेरे पास टाइम नहीं है, प्लीज गो टू नेक्स्ट फिजिशियन, नोट गो टू नेक्स्ट एंडोक्राइन. इफ यू हैव टाइम टू डिस्कस अबाउट द हाइपोग्लाइसेमिया, देन ऑलवेज प्रिस्क्राइब इंसुलिन, देन ऑलवेज प्रिस्क्राइब this sulfonylurea. If you don't have, please don't discuss, don't manage. This is slide is well explained by the Shah sir. We know, or the only option is to restore awareness of hypoglycemia with the help of the hypoglycemia awareness strategy in the form of the pharmaceuticals, like we should avoid those drugs which are going to cause hypoglycemia. Education, of course, technology, with the coming of this technology, transplant. So all of this we can improve the symptoms of the hypoglycemia. So take home message: hypoglycemia significantly impacts cognitive function, especially vulnerable population, kids and elderly. The mechanism behind this cognitive dysfunction includes impaired neuronal energy supply, disruption of neurotransmitter system, and altered brain metabolism. Prevention and education are key to reduce cognitive dysfunction, improving patient quality of life, and preventing long-term neurocognitive effects. So with this, thank you. I think I am on the time. So before I want to end my talk, I always say to my patients or my residents, my postgraduate students, कि जैसे कानून में कहा जाता है कि 4 गुनाहगार छूट जाए कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा, पर एक बेगुनाह आदमी फांसी ना चढ़े. सो सेम आई यूज्ड टू से, डायबिटीज 300 रह गया कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा, बट ऐसा ना हो कि आपकी दवाई से एक हाइपोग्लाइसेमिया की वजह से एक बच्चे की, एक एडल्ट की जान चली जाए. सो हाइपोग्लाइसेमिया एज यूजुअल इंपॉर्टेंट विद लाइक द डायबिटीज. तो थैंक यू.